Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my NFL Week 6 player props and best bets part 2. So on part 1, I have 6 player props and 1 best bet. On today's show, I have 4 player props and 1 best bet. So a total of 10 player props and 2 best bets for you this week. Super excited to give these picks out. Thank you for all the comments, all the positive comments, and all the um, likes that have come on part one. Continue that same energy for me for part two. A lot of people are displaying and telling me how much they have made these last weeks for the my player prop picks. And we did really well last week. I went over that in part one. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check in on part one. But I will tell you, I'm at 90% from my best bets on that spread picks and totals. Today I have another spread pick for you. Not a long show, not going to do a recap. So we're going to kind of get to action right now. But I want to keep this momentum going. NFL, we already cashed our first pick of the week was Jalen Hurts over his pass plus rush yards. So we're already 1 and 0 for the NFL this week. Hopefully we continue that trend here today. And I'm going to start off with my first pick. And I'm going to go Mac Jones of the 49ers, backup quarterback here coming in for Brock Purdy. He's averaging 301 passing yards, but he's projected for 241. Jones went under this line 3 of 19 starts before this season. So he's hitting the under at a 85% rate. So that's a high under percentage at this line. Um, don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. We talk about that a lot here on the show. He has went over all 3 games this season, but I do expect some regression back to the mean. Um, I'm not a huge Mac Jones believer. I feel like if he was that good, he wouldn't have bounced around so much. The Bucks are giving up 218 yards a game, so they're nowhere near the line he's at right now. And Boyles is a good defensive coach. That's what he is known for. And look for the 49ers to try to establish the run. They haven't been able to run a lot this year. McCaffrey and them have not been able to get going. And that's kind of why he has been, Mac Jones and Purdy have been forced to throw the ball so much. But I'm gonna go with the under here. Give me the under 250 passing yards. I believe it's too high for Mac Jones. I'm feasting off this number. I get it. He's at 301. I get it. He's cashed every single game. But I also get that it's Mac Jones, and 3 out of 19 games is not good. Next guy, Matthew Stafford of the Rams. It's hard to fade Matthew Stafford, but 3 out of his last 5 road games have been on the under. So he's been under this line a lot on the road, and now we're getting Baltimore. It should be some weather uh, complications in this game. It's not going to be great weather. And another thing, Baltimore's defense is getting better. They signed a couple of free agents. They've also got some guys back from injury in the secondary. Um, and look for Baltimore to try to run the ball themselves. Derrick Henry is still playing, even though Lamar is not. Look for a lot of controlled passes for Cooper Rush. They don't want him getting himself in trouble trying to throw the ball down the field. A lot of check downs, a lot of tight end. Look for Andrews and the other tight end likely to be a little bit more involved if they're available. And also just look for a run game script. Also, I don't know how much Matthew Stafford will have to do in this game. It looks like they can also run on Baltimore. Their run defense is questionable at times. He's never had 4 straight games with 40 pass attempts, and that's what he's looking for in this game. If he does go over, look for them to try to like allow him to hand the ball off, take a little break from all that throwing. I like his under 259 passing yards. It's a high number, and I really feel confident that he'll go under this number for there's so many reasons why he can go under this number, and there's very few reasons why he would go over. And the only reason I would say he would go over is if the Rams are losing this game by a lot. Next guy is David Njoku. averaging 39, projected 45, had 9 targets last week. So ever since, Dylan Gabriel's taken over, not just Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco too, they're both kind of the same. Both quarterbacks don't like throwing the ball deep, a lot of check downs, like the ball throwing it across the middle. Gabriel's a shorter quarterback, so he's looking for more like lanes, and so he's looking for, his bigger tight end, Njoku, who's a big guy. It's hard for a shorter quarterback to throw to a shorter receiver. So the fact that Njoku is bigger, it makes it easier for those lanes to see him. And I think that plays a huge role in his receptions. Um, also, he had 67 yards in the last game, and the Steelers are bad versus tight ends, allowing 5 receptions to tight ends a game this season. So, it's a good opportunity for him. He's been over this line 4 out of 5 games. I've seen it go up a little bit. I would get this one right now. Give me the over 36.5 receiving yards for David Njoku. Last pick on the screen, average rushing receiving yards 146, projected 125 rush receiving yards for Bijan Robinson has cleared all 3 out of his 4 games this year. And here's the thing. Bijan Robinson is one of those guys that plays a receiver just as much as he plays running back. So sometimes they bring in Algier into the backfield, but they still split Bijan out as a receiver. So he's getting a lot of targets. He gets a high usage rate when he's on the field. Look for them to have to keep up with the Buffalo Bills as well. The Buffalo Bills is a team that definitely can, run the score up. And I like the way Bijan is running the football when he gets opportunities. The offensive line looks like they're pushing a couple people around. Another thing I like is Michael Penix Jr. is not afraid to throw it out to him, let him make a play for him. I do see them playing from behind, which plays in Bijan Robinson's favor as well, because those checkdowns will count as yards every time he catches a 7, 8 yard catch and takes it another 12 yards. It counts for us. So I absolutely love this over 112 rush plus receiving yards for Bijan Robinson. Now for the best bet for today. Like I said, been killing it of late. Brown versus the Steelers, and I'm not scared to go with the Browns +6 here for multiple reasons. As I mentioned, the Steelers I am not too high on. I think they're laying too many points, but I really love the Browns defense. The Browns defense is, in my opinion, one of the best in the NFL. Unfortunately, the quarterback position has not allowed you to know how good this defense is. But I think as long as the quarterback, whoever it is playing quarterback, doesn't turn the ball over, makes decent passes here and there, I think and then they can get this running game going. I think they can keep it close versus the Steelers. Steelers don't have an explosive offense. They also don't have a really, really great defense. So give me the Browns +6 here. I think there's just way too many points to lay for the Steelers. As I mentioned, not great on offense, not great on defense, an average team all around. Give me Browns +6. And then, of course, here we go with the recap. We got Mac Jones under 250 passing yards. Give me Matthew Stafford under 259 passing yards. David Njoku over 36.5 receiving yards. And then Bijan Robinson over 112 rush plus receiving yards. And there's a 3 percent confidence level. I got 3 confidence level on that one. That's the highest confidence out of these picks today. NFL Week 6 prop picks part one, and it's also got a best bet on there. Go ahead and click on that link. If you cannot click on the link because you're watching on TV or whatever, I will put it in the comment section for you to kind of go through. And if you can't do either one of those, then go ahead and go to my channel. It's going to be on a playlist, the NFL playlist, along with the fact it's also just on my channel as a recent video that I've uploaded. So there's a lot of ways to watch part one. It's very good. 6 picks already. One of them already cast, so hopefully you got on that one. But let's add those 6 plus these 4, 10 great player props. Hopefully we go 10-0. That would be great. Now a lot of these lines, I'll be honest, they have moved. tremendously. That's why it's always important, like I said, to subscribe and turn those notifications on because these lines move. They move very quickly, unfortunately, for you and me. With that being said, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.